Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. I'm on the Monex Group website. They're a financial services brokerage firm here in Tokyo. They do mostly online securities trading and also foreign exchange trading. But they do have the exchange for the crypto assets, and that exchange is called CoinCheck. CoinCheck, for those of you who were around in this space in January 2018, I think you probably remember when they were hacked, 500 million NEM. And the Monex Group came in and basically saved the day. All the users that were affected, 260,000 of them, were compensated with their losses, and they used their own capital to do so. The Monex Group did. So it was a very long wait. Everybody was in the dark for more than 6 months because they completely froze the site. I remember I was in a hotel room, I think it was January 8th, and I was in the US and I read the news, and I'm telling you, it was terrible. It's very worrisome. It was a bad time. I don't wish that upon anyone, and I'm thankful that they came in and saved the day. And today, the announcement came from this Monex Group that they are going to have derivatives trading, and they're going to do it for XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BCH, Bitcoin Cash. They will have 4 of them that are denominated with the Japanese yen in terms of pairs, and it'll be up to a 2 times leverage. This is a low margin trading country because with the new law that went through on May 1st, there is some lockstep decisions with the crypto asset association and the government. Now, I'm not saying that they always agree, but they are in lockstep, and there is great concern for the Ministry of Finance to keep this space safe. They don't want to have some of that crazy 100-time leverage trading. So it's also, I've been reading for a couple of hours this morning. The news is really a surprise to everyone in the West. And the surprise is that XRP and BCH are included. I'm not surprised at all. Not at all. We're going to see lots of financial instruments. And when you think about this particular one, it's solely on the price. So it's through a set contract. And with Japan, the BTC maxi rhetoric, yeah, it really doesn't exist. In terms of people that I know who are Japanese, now maybe you hear it from some of the expat community, but for the Japanese, this country is really chilled for that kind of crazy talk. They are just looking at it from a non-emotional perspective. There's no nonsense talk. I don't hear that same kind of putting down the altcoins. If something has a use case, then it's all about the money. It's not about ideology. And that I find is really refreshing being in Japan. I don't have to worry about that. I have a friend who is mining Monacoin and hangs out with a lot of really big time serious BTC whales, I could say. And I'm never given a bad time. I've been hanging out with those guys for 7 years, and I'm just, yeah, it's just not a problem. In fact, the one thing you'll find in Japan is that when you hang around people who are into crypto, you don't get their real name in the beginning. You get something that is of a nickname. And until you're trusted and really in a group that believes that you are a good person, then you get a real name. But this is, I guess, maybe the different side between the East and the West. People don't brag either that they're in this space, not at all. In fact, it's very much something you don't talk about. So this friend of mine who is hanging out with a lot of BTC big time investors, he actually mines Monacoin at home. I think I've talked about him numerous times on this channel. It was the first crypto that actually was an altcoin born in Japan back in December 2013. And it's one of those coins that has a very active community, and it's accepted in the kind of subculture anime, manga, gamer world here. And it has an ecosystem. It's been used for years as a tip coin. And yeah, he never just talks this crazy talk about other projects in the space. I think everyone is just wanting to be successful in whatever decision that they choose to take in terms of the project that they get behind. And I just think, yeah, I believe that Japan is going to be very instrumental going forward now that we have this new law from May 1st in building the reputation of XRP up. And along with Japan, I think you're also going to see that from South Korea too. So the Monex group, you have to remember, they are a competitor in terms of business. Oh, I just told you that this is a perfect image for you to understand the subculture of those that follow Monocoin, because they are, yeah, they're an interesting group of people, that's for sure. But in terms of Monex, I want to tell you that they are a competitor to the SBI VC trade site and the SBI Securities site, yet they are more mature in their thinking, and they know that nurturing the entire space is how this new asset class of crypto assets is going to excel. It's very much unlike the Winklevoss twins, especially Tyler. You know, they really should learn a lesson here. On July 1st, you can see that the Monex Securities joined the Virtual Crypto Asset Exchange Trading Association. And there's no bad blood. There's just no bad blood. So if there is, it's not publicly put out there in such distasteful ways as I have seen, just too much for me on Twitter. So when SBI invested in the market makers B2C2, this is with a public statement that came through on this collaboration that they are going to work to develop innovative products in the field of crypto assets. Point being, this helps everyone in this space in regards to liquidity. So there's no short side thinking here. I just always am really put back by the short-sighted thinking that comes from a lot of camps in the West. And Mr. Kitao, he's running a current XRP promotion on the SBVC trade site and also the SBI FX trade site, along with choosing, of course, putting 50% of XRP into the physically held fund that is going to launch this summer. I know Monex clearly sees the coming momentum. Yeah, these people are adults and they're playing for the win. They're not kicking others out of their sandbox. So all the people who ask about price, well, I really think that for XRP, it's quite simple. The use case is being built out still. We don't care who uses it. I don't care if it's a bank or if it's a backstreet provider in Manila that's moving money for people who are living overseas and sending money back to their family. As long as it's being used, I want to see the piles of XRP needed to facilitate ODL so that it will impact the supply. And if that can be realized, and I'm talking about a critical mass adoption of ODL, well, until then, we have good old Fomo. And Fomo is what moves the price, along with, of course, some whales. This small market cap crazy thing like TikTok with a hashtag that they put on can really create some massive gains in a coin that has a zero use case, and I'm talking Dogecoin. It's all a lot of fun. I have to tell you, it's all a lot of fun. And if you want to see the TikTok recording that has sparked this investment, have a listen here.
Let's all get rich. Dogecoin is practically worthless. There are 800 million TikTok users. Invest just $25. Once the stock hits $1, you'll have 10 grand. He says, tell everyone you know.
So this just went viral. And, you know, with the amount of users that are out there, yeah, with just 25 bucks, I mean, you're seeing a pump. You're really seeing a serious pump from what I think was this TikTok video. Now, the supply is higher than XRP. That is interesting because I think people always say, well, XRP can never move because of the supply. Well, that's just not true. I mean, here is a perfect example to take a lesson from. And a lot of people are going over to Robinhood. This is, I've been reading a lot about this story, and this seems to be where everybody is gathering to get it. But here's the pump, and it is, yeah, well, it looks like there's a little bit of profit taking happening right now. Let's take a look here. In the last 24 hours, it has had a 56% pump. That is like, wow. That is wow. So I have 3 takeaways for this video. All right. First, ODL, on-demand liquidity with the digital asset XRP when it comes to the use case in remittances, it's still building out. All right. Some people have the patience to wait to see if it can really happen. Some don't. And it's okay. If you don't, I am going to take a very, very okay attitude with you. I just want you to have some fun in this space. And the second takeaway is always be inclusive, not exclusive. And third, FOMO, have a lot of fun with it because FOMO is one of the reasons why we love this space so much. All right, everybody, I'm jumping to the fluff. Well, I always have to share with you some trends that are happening with food. This is a patissier. His name is Kata-san, and he's making these amazing, gorgeous cakes inside the orange, the pineapple, and the musk melon. Yeah, just kind of think for the musk melon, what do you think it costs? It's like close to 90 US dollars. Pretty crazy stuff, but there's FOMO when it comes to this because people always know that with food, when they do something special like this is always for a short period of time. So people want to get in on it while it's still available. I don't know how much the orange is. I would think because it's smaller, it's going to be a little less expensive, but well, yeah, it's kind of fun. There he is there showing off his invention. I love it. I just love it. I just love the creative take on food in this country. And then also too, I can't help but show you there's just some crazy stuff going on when it comes to masks. There is a crowdfunding going on for a neon light up mask. And you can see here that they are 65% to their goal for their target. And they're looking to get around $6,000 of support so far. Oh, they're looking for 10,000 US dollars. So it's 100,000 yen. Yeah, that's what they're aiming for. They've got 25 days left. 203 people have taken place, have participated, and you can choose from red, blue, yellow, green, sky blue, purple, or white. Oh gosh, it just makes me just smile. And then we have something new coming from NEC. NEC is the company that really needs to reinvent itself really bad. I hope that this new face authentication technology with the Dodo Drinks, who have an 80% share of the drink vending machines in Japan. I hope it's successful for them. They began testing this on Friday, and you can see it's got the authentication, and then you can just buy the drinks with your face. How about that? They're going to test it for 3 months, and then I'm sure if it's successful, we'll probably see a rollout. All right, everybody. Yes, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.